Okay, so let's have a look at the first adjustment for Larchfield 2018 ordinary level ratio question. So it's looking for you to calculate the figure for purchases. So to calculate the figure for purchases, you're going to need a formula, which is your cost of sales plus your closing stock minus your opening stock. So you need to find those figures first in the question. So we're going to find these in the profit and loss. So we have to find our purchase figure, so cost of sales figure. So they're not giving us the cost of sales figure, so we have to do a little adjustment for that. Then I'm going to add on our closing stock, which is 14,000. And then we're going to take away your opening stock, which is 26,000. So just a tip for you, when we work down, you're going to be adding your purchases, taking away your stock. But when we're working back upwards, so we're trying to find this figure here. So if we're working back upwards, instead of adding this closing stock on, instead of taking the closing stock away, we're usually adding it on. And instead of adding your opening stock, we're taking it away. So if you're going downwards, you do one way, so adding and taking away. But if you're going backwards, if you're going the opposite direction, then these change. So these means you're adding on your closing stock, taking away your opening stock. So we know our closing stock from the question is 14,000. We know our opening stock is 26,000. But what we don't know is our cost of sales. Now, our cost of sales is our credit sales, take away gross profit. So our credit sales minus gross profit gives you cost of sales. So we need to know what our credit sales is. So credit sales is 660,000. Our gross profit then from the question is 352,000. And we're going to take one away from the other, and that's going to give us our cost of sales figure. So 660,000 minus 352,000, and that's going to give us a cost of sales figure, and that's going to help us calculate our purchases. So our cost of sales figure is 308,000. So now we have our three figures to put into our formula. Now we put brackets around cost of sales and closing stock because you do adding first. So you need to find these two figures added together, and then that figure then is taken away from our closing stock. So our cost of sales down here, so our cost of sales figure is 308, so 308,000, and we're adding on our closing stock figure to that, which is 14,000, and then we're taking away our opening stock figure, which is 26,000. So that means that is 308,000 plus 14,000, and from that then you're going to take away 26,000. So your answer then 322,000 minus 26,000 gives you 296,000 in euros, and that's your purchases figure. There's a lot in that adjustment. So the formula is for purchases. This is my purchase figure here. I need to find out what it is. So it's going to be your gross profit or your cost of sales, add your stock, your closing stock, take away your opening stock. But in this question, it's not giving my cost of sales, so I have to calculate that first, which is my credit sales, take away my gross profit. So credit sales take away gross profit, give me 308,000. So then I can substitute that into my formula, 308,000 plus 14,000, take away the 26,000, and that's going to give me 296,000. And remember, include your unit, which is euros. And that is the first adjustment for Larchfield 2018 ordinary level question 5.